last time, we stopped at question 4, which is how to find question 4. Sorry, we stopped at question 4. 4A, 4B. So we are yet to solve question 4A, 4B, and question 5. So I'm going to start with question 4 here. And the questions there says, calculate the value of the marked angles in the diagram below, giving reason for your answer. So we can see the diagram there, and we are going to be looking for the values of X, Y, Z, X, Y, W, and Z. So let's go to our whiteboard marker so that we can solve that particular question. So we are going to draw the diagram first. 60 degree. We have this angle here to be W, X, Y, and Z. Now, something they forgot to put in that diagram there, or something I forgot to put in that diagram there, is the fact that this angle here, this line here is parallel to this line. And also, the line here is parallel to this line here. So which means if we want to stop that, we are going to be applying the alternate angles or corresponding angles, the co-interior angles to solve this question. So if you want to do this, let us start by finding the value of W. Let us start by finding the value of W. So let's find the value of W, X, Y, and Z in that order. Now, the first one we are going to find is the value of Z. Now, if you look at this line here, if you look at that line there, we are having a straight line, 160 and what? And W there. So we can say that 160 degree plus W is equal to 180 degree. Now, what is the reason? Why is 160 plus W equals to 180? The reason is because they are sum of angles on a straight line. They are sum of angles on a straight line. So which means a W will be equal to 180 degree minus 160 degree, which will be equal to 20 degree. Now we've gotten the value of W. Now let's proceed to find the value of X. The value of X is going to be equal to, now we can apply two things. The first one is we can try to complete this line here. So if we complete this line, we are going to be having a Z angle. So which means that this angle here is forming a Z angle. So since it's forming a Z angles, we are going to have it that 160 is going to be equal to Z. Why? Because they are alternate angles. Because they are what? Alternate angles. So if you look at it, let's try and draw the Z angle out. This line here this line here and this line here. So if you look at this, angle Z and 160 degree, they are alternates. So we are going to be saying that our Z is equal to 160 degree. Now the reason is because they are alternate angles. Or you can just say, we can use another method, or we can say that W plus Z is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because they are co-interior angle. And what do we say about co-interior angles? Co-interior angles are supplementary. So which means W plus Z is equal to 180. So that means, don't forget that W is 20 degree. So we are going to be having that 20 degree plus Z equals to 180 degree. So our Z is going to be equal to 180 minus 20 degree, which is equal to 160 degree, which is the value of angle Z. Now, the same thing we apply to W and Z here, which is co-interior angle, it is the same as W and X because they are co-interior angles. We have two parallel lines here, this and this, and we have a transversal line. So which means W and X, they are co-interior angle. So we are going to be saying that W plus X is equal to 180 degree. The reason is because they are co-interior angles. So we have that, don't forget the value of our W is 20. The value of our W is 20. So we have 20 degree plus X is equal to 180 degree. Our X is equal to 180 minus 20 degree. Our X is also equal to 160 degree. Now let's find the last value, which is Y. We can also say that X plus Y is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because they are co-interior angles. Because they are co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. So that means our X is 160. We have 160 degree plus Y is equals to 180 degree. Our Y is equals to 180 minus 160 degree. Our Y is going to be equals to 20 degree, which is the value of our X W. So in order, a value of WXYZ is equals to W is equals to 20 degree, X is equals to 160 degree, Y is also equals to 20 degree, and Z is equals to 160 degree in that order. So that's the value of our W, X, Y, Z. Now we move down to question 4. We move down to question 4, but before we do that, let's try and erase what we have here. Let's try and erase that. So question 4. Question 4b. 4b. We have that calculate the value of the marked angles in the diagram below, given reason for your answer. So if we look at the diagram there, we have 70, we have 89, we have 4x, we have 2x plus 22, we have x minus 5. Now, if you look at all these angles, they are meeting at a point. They are all meeting at what? At a point. So which means we are going to be applying the rule which says the sum of angles at a point is equal to 360 degrees. Now, let's do that. The sum of angles meeting at a point is 360 degrees. So let's try and solve that particular question. We have that 70 degrees, that's question B. 4B. We have that 70 degrees plus 4x plus 2x plus 22 degrees plus 89 degrees plus x minus 5 degrees. They are all equals to 360 degrees. The reason is because they are sum of angles at a point. They are sum of angles at a point. So which means here we are going to be adding, or let's rearrange first. We have x. We are arranging from the variable to the what? To the value. Those that have variables and the ones that are valid. X plus 2x plus 4x. That's all for the variable. Plus 70 degrees plus 22 degrees plus 89 degrees minus 5 degrees, all equals to 360 degrees. So what we do here is that addition of these three here, x plus 2x plus 4x is 7x, which is equals to, let's add up 70 degrees plus 89 plus 22 plus, so that is 70 plus 22 plus 89 minus 5. That is equals to, that means we have plus 176 equals to 360 degrees. So that means our 7x is going to be equals to 360. We have 360 degree minus 176 degree. So that is going to be equals to, so 7x is equals to 360 minus 176 is equals to 184 degrees. So dividing both sides by 7, we have x to be equals to 26 point 26.28, or let's say 29 26.29 degree, and that's the value of our x. So if x is equal to 22.29, the first half value, the second angle there, which is 4x, will be equals to 4 bracket 26.29, which will be equals to that's 89.16. And the last angle there, which is 2x plus 22, that will be 2 into bracket 26.29 plus 22 degree is going to be equals to that's going to be 74.58 degree. And that is that for question 4. Now, without wasting much of our time, let's move to question 5. So let's move to question 5. Let me erase this first. So let's go to question 5. Now, question 5 says that given that a cone with slant height 14 centimeter, that is, where you are given a cone with slant height of 14 centimeter, diameter 14 centimeter, and height of 3 centimeter, find A, the curved surface area, the total surface area, and also the volume of the cone. We know that the curved surface area of a cone is given by pi RL, while the total surface area of a cone is given by pi r into bracket r plus L, and the last one, which is the volume, is given by 1/3 pi r square h. Now, before we do that, let us write down the values of the parameters that are given in the question. We are given the slant height, we are given the diameter, and also we are given the height of the cone. So we are going to write that down so that we do not forget the value. Now, the slant height, which is L, is given as 14 centimeter. The diameter is given as 14 centimeter as well. It's given as 14 centimeter as well. And lastly, the height, H, is given as 3 centimeter. Now, before we go further, we need to get the value of the radius. And radius is equal to the diameter D. The diameter D over 2. The diameter D over 2, which is 14 centimeter, divided by 2, which is 7 centimeter, which is the value of our radius. Now, the next thing is for us to calculate the curved surface area, representing it by C, is given as pi RL. So C is going to be equal, so don't forget that our value of pi is 22/7 multiplied by the radius, which is 7, multiplied by the slant height, which is 14. Do not forget that. The 7 will cancel 7. So we have it to be C, the curved surface area, is equal to 22 multiplied by 14. 22 multiplied by 14, which is going to give us 308. We have 308 in centimeter square. That's for the curved surface area of the cone. Now, for question B, says calculate the total surface area of a cone, which is given as, that is, the total surface area of a cone is given as pi r into brackets r plus L. Now we have been given the values of R and L, so we are going to insert it inside the question, which is equals to 22/7 multiplied by R. Don't forget that our R is also 7 into bracket 7 plus 14. So we are going to have to be equals to, now let's cancel out 7, will cancel 7. So we have 22 multiplied by now 7 plus 14 is equals to 21. So that will be equal to 1. If you multiply everything together, it's going to give you 462 centimeters square, which is the total surface area of the cone. Lastly, we move to the last part, which is question C, which is the volume. And we know that the volume of a cone, V, is equals to 1/3 pi r square h. Now, that means our V is going to be equals to 1/3 multiplied by 22/7 multiplied by R is what? 7. So we have 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by H, which is 3 centimeter. So now let's cancel out. 7 will cancel 7. 3 will cancel out 3. Our volume is now equals to 22 multiplied by 7. 22 multiplied by 7. Our volume is going to be equals to 154 centimeter cube. Don't forget that. 154 centimeter cube, which is the value of the what? Volume, or which is the volume of the cone. So this is where we are going to stop, because this is the last question in the theory part. So please make sure you take your time to revise on it and solve questions, more questions by yourself from your textbook. Thank you for listening and enjoy your day. Thank you.